World has lost its mind, running wild, trying to find more money, more time to fix the lights, make it alright. It ain't easy going through this life, blinded by faults, feeling dead inside. But there's hope for all to be made right. Always we can stay. We think collectively to do it. All we want, all we need, all we ever really wanted was you. All we ever really needed was you. You, you. Ah. Another year, another tear, another word, another year. Wisdom only speaks to understanding I can't hear. Even by only seeing makes the vision unclear. High tides of love will flood the Atlas family is one. All we want, all we need, all we ever really wanted was you. All we ever really needed was you. You, bless you. Ah. All we ever really wanted was you. You. Grand Rising, Namaste, Ashe, Salutation, Shalom, peace. A lot of progress is getting done. A lot of stuff is getting done over, Cobb's Landing. We getting a lot of stuff done. As you can see, this is a sky view. You see, this is the plant. Well, there's nothing in there yet, but these boxes will have plants in them. As you can see, the land is getting tilted right here, right there, right? Grow spots. Let me see if I can get a better zoom out. Okay, right here. So this is a better zoom out. Y'all make sure y'all find that thumbs up button. Find the three dots in the corner. Hit that thumbs up button. Or you can thumbs down it. You can give me a thumbs down, don't matter. But this is a sky view. Remember this area. So the chickens are over here. We just had 6 chickens hatch. So that's a good thing. All 6 eggs hatched. I gotta get the goat fence for this area right here. This is where the goat fence is going to be. So this area we tilted. This area got tilted. So this is where the farms is. And I think over here we're gonna put the like blueberry bushes and stuff like that. So we got more dirt coming in. We gotta, bleed this dirt in with the brown dirt, the dark dirt, put some right there. So all of this will look like a different color when we get done with it. All of it will look like a different color. I'm thinking about, starting a GoFundMe or something like that. Maybe, put up start, a new GoFundMe or something like that. Maybe accumulate the funds that way. Got to find different ways to try to bring in some funds. Um, you know, I want this, I wanted to, we got a certain time because we got to get stuff in the ground before like the fall hits. So now is the time to plant the stuff and try to get it into the ground. So that way we can have a good harvest, however you look at it. So trying to get like, you know, all hands on deck right now, get as many people involved right now. I know like this YouTube game, I know what people do in this YouTube game. They'll try to drag you out, just like last year. This project was supposed to be started last year, but we got dragged out all the way to another false possibility, oh, this the farm thing, right? So now I'm seeing the same thing happening now where people are trying to drag me out until they can come up with you know the solution for them would basically cause another problem for me, basically. So they're acting as distractions, making me think that they want to help me, dragging me along, so that way it'll either be too late to try to get some stuff done, time go past. So they're playing on time, like dragging me out based on that. And I get it, that's what y'all operation is, that's what y'all got to do. But I can't do that. I gotta go find the right people. I gotta go find the people that actually want to see this grow, that want to see this through. You know, I don't know what happened. I can't say what happened. I don't even try to figure out why the next person moved the way they move. I can't sit around trying to figure out, like, my intentions are pure, my intentions are true. I want to see this through. I'm going to see this through, as far as like just putting every penny into this. I'm going to start going to some local places, see if they can give donations to it, so on and so forth. I'm looking into a 501 see, in order to try to get like a organized, a better organized situation around this, as far as like putting together a treasury, somebody that's in charge of finances, somebody that's in charge of like the labor that we need, somebody that's going to keep the books for us as traction starts coming in. We got a couple of things set up already. So we're going to need like more people that want to, get involved, want to be hands on. um for those who don't want to, don't try to, please don't try to, you know get involved just to sabotage it from the inside. We already, I'm already trying to, get rid of people that's trying to sabotage it from the inside, pretending like they want to be a part of it, pretending like they want to support it, so on and so forth. Even some people's going as far as, pretending like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm get some finances together for you, just so I can take my mind off of, searching for the finances. So they'll give me a false hope of finances, only to drag me out. And then if I say something about it, they'll make it seem like I'm the bad guy. So they try to, they put me in a situation where I can't even speak on it, because if I say something about it, they'll make it seem like, they'll play the victim, instead of looking at the principle, instead of looking at the you told somebody that you was going to help them, or you told somebody, oh, I got you, that was a month ago. That was, however long ago. And then they say, I'm come out there. That was however long ago. They're dragging you out. You have to realize when people are playing you, right? I let these people sit around long enough with the games. I let these people sit around long enough with the bullshit, thinking that they were going to change, thinking that they were going to see the genuineness in what we were doing, thinking that, we'll just show them the truth and what we're doing, what we're trying to build, and they're going to no. No, these people already have their ideas, they already have their agenda, they already have me on a list to stop me from improving in society, stop me from bringing forth this "it takes a village" concept. So that's their job. Their job is to get in the way of this growth and build, you know? Ain't no telling, like, if they're making secret phone calls on the back end, right? So somebody is trying to stall me out while they put another plan in play. Just like the first Danny Robinson plan. You notice that all of them try to act like they didn't know what was going on with me with the Cobos Landing thing. And then when I got to the Freeman Farm thing, they all try to paint a certain narrative at the Freeman Farm thing. But at the same time, Danny Robinson had got the information to the Cobos Landing, right? So now that we're actually at Cobb's Landing, right? Now they got to come up with a different plan. because now their lies is getting revealed. Their lies is getting exposed. So now they got to come up with a different plan. So what they do, the people that they know that's still close, they put them in operation to stall me out. They put them, hey, we need you to stall him out some more. Hey, we need you to we need you to stall him out. We need you to keep him distracted so we can come up with something else. So now they got the people that still think that they're getting away with shit trying to distract me even more so they can come up with another plan to try to do some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate it, appreciate it. But yeah, so we got everything, that's in play. A lot of good stuff happening right now. So that's a plus. Probably gonna tilt the land one more time. We gotta blend this dirt in, so that way the top soil, we gotta get the rocks off the top part, get these little rocks off the top part, and then blend some more dirt in. Yeah, they didn't want us to make it. They didn't want us to make it this far. You got to think we disappeared because we didn't want them to know what we was up to. And then when we popped back up in the same location that they were trying to call and throw a bad bone on us at. You know what I'm saying? Remember, this was a phone call, pre-phone call by the Avengers, right? So this is the games that they play. You know what I'm saying? So right now, this whole stall out, because remember, we was going to put an event on for the 11th, right? And then we was gonna push it to the 20th, right? So now she's got people that are still like trying to, do the back end contact thing where they're like, hey, I'm don't worry about this. I'm gonna make sure that you get this and this, that, and the third. Basically using coercions of the heart, basically telling me that they got me and all of this other stuff and don't worry about it. Now, what that does is this stops me from focusing on bringing in finances. If somebody else is saying they're going to take care, if I say, hey guys, we need such and such goat fence, right? And then somebody in the collective say, hey, I'm gonna take care of the goat fence, right? And then you check that off the list because you think they're gonna be a man of their word or a woman of their word. So you check it off the list, like, okay, goat fence is gonna get got. And then you start focusing on the other stuff, right? But all along, that person that said they're gonna buy the goat fence, they're there to make sure that you don't get the money for the goat fence. You get what I'm saying? So they're volunteering to say that they're gonna get the goat fence, so that way they don't get the goat fence. And then when you address it and bring it up, then they turn around and make it seem like I was just trying to help. I was just well, if you was trying to help, the moment that you knew you couldn't get the goat fence, you should have said that you can't get it, so I could start looking for somebody else. You're not supposed to wait and wait 4 weeks. And then when I bring it up, you say, oh, something else came up. Oh, I had to pay for some other stuff. Well, why didn't you tell me that however long ago? So that way I could have found somebody else. So they're trying to do this to put you in frustration so that way you can address it or you can say something about it or you can speak on it. And then that's when they paint their narrative and do their little spin-off like, well, I'm not helping you no more and you're ungrateful and so on and so forth. And then the next thing you know, they're doing panels about you on YouTube, all because you asked them, hey, you said you were going to do something and you didn't do it. What's the problem? And then they go run. Nah, he's mean. He's this. He's that. So the whole time they're setting me up to go paint this narrative. Like they're setting me up. You got people who's pretending to be a part of the Atlas network to set me up to fail. Make that shit make sense. They don't got nothing better to do but sit there and try to pretend like they're a part of the Atlas network so they can get people to come to their page, so they can try to get people to come over to them, so they can try to do this, but then they're trying to set me up to fail and secretly stay there like, because remember, I'm not supposed to be around right now. So somebody else is supposed to be painting the narrative about the Atlas and what we was over here doing. Somebody else is supposed to be painting this narrative. That's why they pretend to be so close to me. So that way, when they tear down the page or get rid of me, all of them was going to try to pretend to be what it was that I was, or whatever they learned in the Discord. They were all going to pretend to take the stuff that they learned from the Discord, and they were divvying up different characteristic traits that was mine in order to use them. Vampy, when she first started her page, I guess the new Atlas family is over here now that Ralphdawise is gone. I guess this is where Atlas family's at. Blah 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 blah. Right? And then the Snoopies who came out to try to paint the picture their way. I'm not supposed to be around. That's why they trying to argue with Golden, Imani, because I'm not supposed to be around. They're supposed to be painting the narrative their way to try to make it seem like they was a part of this and they supported this so wholeheartedly, and their beef, like I wasn't supposed to make it this far in this game. They thought they had me figured out and got rid of me a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? When really I stayed true to what we was doing. We stayed true to what we had going on. We stayed true to the farm thing. You know what I'm saying? We stayed true to our goal. None of them stayed true to their goal. Denot said he wanted 2,500 for acting class. You ain't see no acting out of him. Jaguar said she was getting, cruelty-free music and wanted donations for that. You ain't see no music out of her, right? All these people that's lying to their collective, giving them false hope. You don't see with with this collective, we are showing and proving everything that we doing. So why you want to come against that? Because your pride, your ego, because you already painted me out to be a bad guy. So now you got to try to make sure that image, go through. And you got other people that's helping you, people that's pretending to put in fake, oh, I sent this to the attorney. I know who y'all are. My question is, why did y'all do it? That's what my question is. Why did y'all do it? When it all get exposed, y'all gonna have to explain why did y'all play the game that y'all played? Because remember, I have all the messages from however long ago. I have all the message logs from however long ago. It don't matter if you tried to do it sneakily on WhatsApp. It don't matter if you tried to do it sneakily on Discord. It don't matter if you're not typing it in the comment section. I can still bring it to my collective's attention, right? Y'all think that y'all sneaking and doing stuff on the back end, but on the front end, y'all not trying to, oh no, I don't want nobody to know. The reason why you don't want nobody to know is because your intentions ain't true. That's why you don't want nobody to know on the front end that you lying to me on the back end. That's why you don't want nobody to know on the front end that you giving me false hope and support on the back end, because you are tricking me. At least you think you're tricking me. When somebody tell you, oh, I'm gonna do this for you, but don't tell nobody. Make that make sense. If you did it, why can't I give you the proper recognition why can't I give you the proper appraisal that you need for doing it? Because it's not that. It's a secret job. The secret task is to attack me. They think I don't know that they're attacking me. They think that they're getting away with this. They think that because they're sitting next to me, oh, he don't expect a thing. Don't worry about it. I got you. We got you. We want to support you. We do. We want to support you. We got you. We got you. We want to support you. No, you want to act like you're supporting me for the sake of YouTube. So that way, when you come in the comment section, you get to type all this stuff in the comment section, get to, show activity in the comment section, and everybody get to, oh. Ain't nobody stupid. Ain't nobody stupid. The same people that's trying to make you a part of Atlas Network is the same people that you working with. Nick the Mountain Goat, Just Research, all of that shit came from your direction. So the same people, you are a plant. You are a plant. You think that I don't know that you're a plant. You think that I don't know that you're attacking me from the inside. So you sitting inside the group and attacking me. And the only person that really don't know is you. You're the only person that don't know that I already know that this was your game plan. You know who you are. I don't have to say your name, but you know who you are. You think that I don't know that you're working on the inside. This is why they pop up and make it seem like they're going to come out there. You remember the conversation that took place when we first started talking about this, and then Nafisa popped up and was like, "Oh yeah, maybe me and Golden to pick each other up and come out there." They never had no intentions to do that. They never had no intentions to come out there. They never had no intentions to come. Nafisa popping back up talking about something. Oh, that's so great. Maybe me and Golden to get together and drive out there. Y'all never was planning on driving out there. Let's be real about that. This is what I mean by fake support. It's fake support. It's support for the sake of social media so they can look like how they want to look on social media. In real life, they're going to make it seem like they're too busy with whatever life they got going on in the physical. So why get on social media and fake the support? If you too busy in real life, why not just get on here and say, I would love to come, but life got me so busy? Why not say that? Why fake support on here, but then in real life, you're going to be like, oh, so much came up. I'm so busy. I got so much going on. And it's funny because like you know who you are. The ones that know who they know who they are. That's why they try to find out what you need so they can know what to attack. That's why they say, "Oh, send me a list of the stuff that you need. Send me a list of what it is that you got to get done or how the process works. Send me a list of it." So they know what to attack, you know? If you go and say, all right, the first thing we need is a goat fence, right? And then that person stops you from getting the goat fence for 4 weeks, 3 weeks, however long they prolong you from getting the goat fence, right? That's 3 weeks that we can't get the goats. That's 3 weeks that we can't put the stuff in the ground. That's 3 weeks that we can't get them to come out and look at the land again so we can get a well back here. So they're stopping the progression of it by falsely making it seem like they're going to support or send funds. So they're falsely acting like they're going to send funds so that way the situation can fail when they don't send the funds. Why y'all make that shit make sense? Make that shit make sense that that's the type of game plan that y'all want with. Instead of either leaving me alone or actually trying to support, now you're going to give fake support and try to make it fail. Just so you can get so you can get that feeling that say, I told you so. I told you he wasn't going to make it. I told you it wasn't going. That's probably why the universe is helping me out so much because so many of y'all are trying to put y'all intentions against me, right? That's probably why I'm getting so much help from the universe. It's because all this wicked intent, all of this, oh, we're gonna fake like we're supporting this, all this, oh, we're gonna fake like we care about them. All of that shit is probably pushing the universe to do more for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not even it's not promises. It's not promises if they really never planned on doing it, right? It's just false hope. That's all they're trying to give me is false hope. So that way I can put my intentions on them, right? And then I stop looking for it elsewhere. So I put my intentions on them. It's like coercions of the heart. It's like if you want to make it, I got to make it first. If you want this, you got to help me get this. So they want my intentions on them to get them here, and then they'll think about helping me here. They really don't. They never had good intentions on helping me. It was always a manipulation of trying to make me fail. That's why I did it in secrecy. That's why for 7 months, 8 months, I disappeared, and then you see me pop back up because I was working in secrecy because I already seen it. Oh, so these people is here to find out what I'm doing so they can sell it to the enemy, right? These people, you got to think about this when that whole Freeman thing took place, these people did an interview in a Discord. Listen to what I'm saying. They did an interview in a Discord about the Freeman situation. Who do you think they sold that interview to? Because it never popped up online. That interview that took place in the Discord that somebody recorded, it never popped up online. So who did they do that interview for in the Discord? If you was in the Discord and you remember an interview, who did you do that interview for? Who did you pass that interview along to when you did that interview with Shar? When you got all that information from Shar? Who did you pass that along to? Because it wasn't until I stopped talking to Shar that y'all stopped getting information. So that means you stayed close to Shar to try to get information. And then as soon as I cut her off from info, y'all didn't know what I was up to. And then I popped back up here. Why? Because y'all didn't know what I was up to. But y'all put the people close so y'all can get information. Just didn't work out how y'all wanted it to work out. Now y'all upset. Now y'all got to recalculate y'all plans and y'all schemes because I wasn't supposed to pop back up on Maggie's panel. I wasn't supposed to pop back up on Maggie's panel. Remember, Golden Queen was supposed to be the representation of the Atlas family. Golden Queen. Y'all ain't noticed that? How they were trying to put me and Golden like we was like this? No. What the fuck is y'all talking about? They kept on trying to make Golden that face. So they were tearing down all the other people, but Golden was the face of the Atlas. And y'all don't think nobody seen what y'all was doing. Crazy. I seen it. I just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. I didn't care that y'all was doing it. I didn't care. It didn't matter how many lies it didn't matter how many lies y'all told. It didn't matter how much stuff y'all did. None of that stuff mattered. It didn't matter. I even came and told y'all that I was really just waiting to find out Danny Robinson's real name so I can put the defamation of character lawsuit in. I even came and told y'all that. I told y'all that I'm pushing to get cease and desist out there. Like, I'm using the maximum amount of my funds to fight this wickedness that's online. I'm trying to build this community in the physical, right? So think about that. Somebody who was genuine with y'all from the beginning, honest with y'all from the beginning, told y'all that it wasn't about sex, getting with girls, or none of that, and prove that. Prove that to y'all, right? Prove that. Y'all still want to paint an image of sister wives, even though all the real people involved know that the sister wife shit came about as a joke, right? But they still paint that narrative, right? And then the real situation they don't want to talk about. The farm, the camping, the unity, togetherness. They don't want to talk about that. The knowledge that we speak about over here, they don't want to talk about that. I never was inappropriate, never hit on these women, never said, oh, think about all the things I can do to you. I'm a sexual. Ain't none of that shit go on. We joked about it online because we knew that they were going to paint a sexual picture about the Discord and try to make it seem like I was selling or slinging dick in the Discord. So we joked about it online. And what did they do? They ran with the narrative of the joke. Now, all they come in here and say is, how many sister wives? Who's the sister wives? Blah, 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 blah. But think about it. Everybody in the Discord knew that was a joke. Even the 5 people who's over there, Vanty, Vampy, all of them people knew that the sister wives shit was a joke. So why did they paint the narrative about it like they did? Because they were already made the plan. They were already set up to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's all we did was make jokes. So all we did was joke. 100% of everything that we was doing in the Discord, we was joking, laughing, everything like that. They decided to take the jokes from the Discord and make them a reality because that's what they were doing. They wanted to find something so bad that they took the jokes that was in the Discord and made it reality, or tried to make it reality, or try to take that and say, he's over there doing this. He's letting them women argue with each other. How? Every time that Just Risa came in there, Darcy attacked her. Darcy attacked her. Do I need to go to my phone and show you receipts in my phone? Because Just Risa had my phone number. She called me, she texted me on the phone and sent me emails. Just Risa did about Darcy. You know where Darcy came from? Darcy came from the knot. If you go back, I'll play a live right now where the knot was trying to tell me that he was, Darcy, he was getting rid of Darcy. And then a fake Darcy account popped up. It was Darcy Diamond, and then another Darcy account popped up. And then Darcy was in the Discord and said, don't believe that other account. It's fake. That's not the real me. This the levels of games and manipulations that they were playing. We stayed true to what we was doing in the physical and online, and they tried to make the lies. They tried to come up with the lies. It was never no CP in the Discord. All of the things that was posted in the Discord was public information. When we went to Murph's Instagram, they posted public pictures of Murph in the Discord. No CP. Everything was already what was in the public, right? Stuff that they posted on their Facebook, their Twitch, and their Instagram, right? They took the pictures, altered the pictures, and then sent them to Stephanie, Wolf Coochie, and Maggie. Murph took the pictures of his kids and altered the pictures and sent them to Wolf Coochie, Maggie, Steph, and Jaguar to try to paint a bad image about the Discord. And then Snoopy and them popped up and was trying to report our Discord on account of Murph. Not on account that they seen anything in there, because it was nothing to see. Even the pictures that somebody posted, I want and deleted. Murph tried to tell me to delete all the pictures of him in the Discord. I went and deleted the ones of his kids. I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna take the kids, the ones that they posted that got the kids in them. I'm gonna delete them. Right? He said, I want you to delete all of my stuff out your Discord. That's what their problem was. Their problem was not me. Their problem was the Discord. Their problem was they didn't like a place that was keeping actual truth about them, because their job is to try to paint reality how they want. They want to try to trick reality to become these characters that they created. Uh, 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 a mental health patient pretending to be a psychiatric doctor. How crazy is that? Right? All of these people got one thing in common. They all are mentally disturbed. You know? Yeah, people were enjoying themselves in the Discord. It gave them a place to watch the madness and not be a part of it. They didn't have to go to these channels and participate in it. They were conversating in the Discord and watching the madness, but wasn't a part of the madness. They didn't like that shit. They didn't like that y'all had a safe place to watch their bullshit from, you know? And that irritated them. And we kept striving to do what we was doing. We kept striving to, get that homestead, that first homestead off the ground. Because we knew once we get the first homestead off the ground, then we can go to other states and build more homesteads just like that and build these small self-sustaining communities. So we knew we just need one example of how it is so that way people can get the idea, and then we can, next thing you know, we got one bill here, go to another state, do another bill, another state, do another bill. Next thing you know, no matter where you at, we got somewhere for you to go. We got somewhere for you. That's how networks is built. They didn't like that. They know it's a great idea, but they didn't like the fact that I came out with that idea. They want to support this idea. They don't want to support the person that came out with this idea. If someone else comes out with this idea, they'll run and go support that because it's a great idea, right? With everything going on, war, economy, the best thing we could do is create these small environments, small networks of unity, so on and so forth, right? They know it's a great idea. They just don't want me to be the, you know, creator of that great idea. You know what I mean? They don't want me to have that great idea. Hollywood, Dassy, what's going on with you? Appreciate you for stopping through. As always, love is love. Namaste. I say salutations. Shalom. Mm. But yeah, so we're going to get the right investors. We're going to get the right people that want to invest in this. This is going to take off. Like I said, we got the RV stuff in the front. We got the camping stuff. We got an event coming out, 420. Red Pill is coming out. He comes out, he talks about like what we need to do to fix the situation that we in. If we was to go to war, people need to learn how to do this. We got the range, the pew pew range out there. As you can see, we just now put these rocks around this area right here, but these are our plant beds right here for like basil, oregano, all of that stuff, right? And then we're gonna put some trees right. Well, I think this guy is farming something right here. I don't know if it's watermelon or not. I don't know what he's farming. He already got some people lined up. And then this little area right here, we're gonna plant some stuff there too. And then down here, we got a bigger area down here where we probably put like the bushes, blueberry bushes, stuff like that. So like this is gonna be closed off. The rabbits is gonna be right here. This is where we're putting the gate for the rabbits right here. So the rabbits is going to be right here. You see the plants and stuff right here. The chickens are over there. Let me see if I can get the higher view. Okay, so the chickens are over here in this bus. This bus is made into a chicken coop. So the chickens is over here. We're gonna, this green area right here, this is going to be fenced in when we finally get the fence. I got to finally put the money together to get the fence. I thought I had it already. I didn't. I apologize about that. Should have been already up, but it is what it is. I got to get the right investors, get the right people, people that want their, let their yes be yes and their no be no, and really truthful about their word. So we're going to close this area off right here, and the goats are going to be in here. And then if need be, we can get somebody to come in and cut these trees and make more space over here. So we do have another gentleman. I think he's going to put his RV somewhere back here, and we're going to get the electric lines ran back here to this area because we need electric ran back here. Might have to put some lights up back here, and then a well is going to go like right here somewhere. We might have to put the well over here, but we're going to get a well back here, and there's going to be a greenhouse, like a walk-through greenhouse, like this, this area right here is going to be a walkthrough. Or is it, I think this area might be the greenhouse area. So there's going to be a greenhouse here, then back here, And then, like I said, down here, the rabbits is going to be right here. And then down here is going to be like the bushes, like like plants, the blueberries, whatever, raspberries, whatever. I think we're gonna put some trees right here. We might have switched it. Now that he's using this area for farming, we might have switched it and have to put some stuff over here. But I think he's gonna put. He's already got people lined up. He just need more space to grow stuff. Cause so we got 10 to 15 tons of dirt. 10 to 15 tons of dirt that's got to come in, and then we got to turn all of that, flip all of that. Like I said, we got the tent area, still got the tent area set up. you know we got an event coming on the 25th. We got a cook off and a gun range event coming on the 25th. um I think it might be kids scheduled to come out on June 6th and July the 8th, something like that. I gotta check the dates for it so I can make a flyer for it. Um, like I said, we got the fire pit area. Like, look, the fire pit got. It's just, it's a nice, relaxing spot. Come get your mind right. You might want to read a book or something. You know what I mean? You might want to come out there and read a. But you can see this is the place. Like, so it's chickens in here. Is like they're lined up on this. So where the seats is at is all the chicken coops. I mean, chicken spot. So there's 12 chickens in there now. So this is the spot right here where the chickens are at. See, that's Reggie right there. You see that badass rooster right there? That's Reggie. Okay. Reggie is a fighting rooster. They tell me he not. But every time I go in there, Reggie trying to draw blood. He got me one time. He did get me one time. I can't let Reggie get me again. He did get me one time though. But yeah. Shit. Yeah, so like I say, we building it. Like they say, if we build it, then they will come. If we build it, they will come. See, they laughed at us. You know what I mean? They were trying to laugh at us. Oh, look what he got. Look at his set. Da, da, da. They tried to laugh at us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, when you operate on intent, operate on them pure intentions, things happen faster. So things are manifesting a lot faster, and good things is happening a lot faster. Even that area looks nice right there. Look how clean that look. Look how clean that look. You bring your kids out, you know what I mean? Come have a good time, come out for a weekend. No false hopes either. Like, just if you not coming, if you're not doing it, just don't do it. Just be like, good luck. Just don't try to lie and be like, oh yeah, we coming out. We gonna come out there, da 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 da. Nah, I don't need no lies. I don't need no lies. Do what you can. If you can't, don't, you know what I'm saying? Just don't do nothing. Just, you know what I mean? Just wish us the best. You ain't gotta lie to us. We not the collective to lie to. We don't. Us, holding us down while keeping us tight. With the love of one, we reach for the sky. It's all so wrong, the way won't break. With every step, it helps us away.
Moving slow with love.
Oh, I do. I also got to start this project, right? Another RV out there, but it's like it's messed up. So I gotta get some people to start this project right here. Some, some carpenters or something. Start this project to fix this RV up right here. It's got some stuff in it, but maybe I can turn it into I could probably put a desk in there or something. Really, maybe use this big wall for computer screen or something like that. Not sure. Possibly. Hollywood Essie, what's going on with you? They still don't want to believe that, I came over here, or you were the first person I contact when I came over here. They want to try to make it seem like it's somebody hired me and stuff. But I try to tell y'all Essie Berry was the reason why I came over here. I had reached out to Essie Berry from TikTok. I had reached out to Essie Berry. And they want to tell y'all that, you know, somebody else. But you see Hollywood Essie. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's Essie Berry. And that was one of the reasons why I came over here way back when, way back when, December 2024. December 2024. We was in touch with Essie Berry, I want to say November, going into December. I think I emailed her or text her or something like that. That's why I said everything we said, it was truth. It was truth. They try to say we came over because we was trolled. They try to say we was hired from Love Jones. They try to say all of that shit. And it all turned out to be false. Everything they said turned out to be false. But guess what remained? The truth. The truth remained. The people that was operating purely, truly, and it's okay. I'm not even mad at those who are operating falsely. Like, I don't want nobody to think that the things that I'm saying is out of anger. Like, I get it. I get y'all operation. I get that y'all job is to, sabotage. I get human operation is simple. Like, if you are made of creation, then you're going to go around and create. If you're made of love, you're going to go around and love. If you made of destruction, you're going to go around and destroy. If you made of chaos, you're going to go around and cause chaos. If you are a vessel of confusion, you're going to go around and try to put people in confusion. So I'm well within the understanding of how people operate their vessel. So I can't be mad at the next person that's operating their vessel to try to sabotage our endeavors, right? I'm not mad at the person who's pretending to be my friend in order to try to find out this, find out that, and take me down. I'm not mad at you. That's all I want to say. I'm not mad at you. No matter what you think, I'm not mad at you. You do what you do. It's the same thing I told the night and them. You guys operate how y'all operate. I'm going to continue to operate how I operate. And I'm not going to let nobody, put me on a false operation so they can look good with their operation. No, I'm going to continue to be transparent, continue to be honest with my collective, continue to be truthful with my collective, right? I'm going to try as much as possible to let my yes be yes and my no be no. I'm not going to force other people to, oh, don't make fuss in the Discord. You can't control the next person because that's what they want. When people find out what bothers you, they do it more. You know, when people get sent to go find out what makes him tick. Go find out what bothers him. You know, you don't see the buildup. You guys act like y'all didn't see the buildup of how people was playing in my face. Think about it. I tried to go over to Golden Queen's page and support Golden Queen. What happened? She had a setup waiting for me. Nick the Mountain Goat pop up. Tried to go over there and support her again. Another setup. Just Risa this time. Right? Tried to go over there and support her again. And she showed my face and my mugshot for 35 minutes on her backdrop. So how can you support somebody who's using their space to tear you down and set you up? I want to tell the Atlas members to go over and follow. I can't. I can't. All of them remember that these attacks was coming from your direction. So now that the Atlas network, y'all already broke them up. When we used to have the waves and the groups that was running around, oh, we taking a field trip. Y'all already broke them up. Y'all ran with y'all let the Darcys come in. Y'all let the Vampies come in. Think about it. The 5 people, whoever the number of people, the QQs, the Snoopies, nobody wouldn't even know who y'all was if it wasn't for our Discord. Y'all owe me a thanks. Y'all owe me a thanks. Y'all wouldn't even be in the damn Black Tea sector or have a page talking in the Black Tea sector if it wasn't for those moments in the damn Discord where y'all build these images from the Discord in order to go create y'all pages. Think about that. You relevant right now because I created a Discord. You got a voice right now because I created a Discord. You wouldn't have had none of that if I didn't create the Discord.
That's what moving in love. That's what moving in love. I'm trying my ad stuff. Let me try this. Let me try this. And if you're looking for an afternoon delight, try infused gummies. Miami Vice. No? No? Unleash your inner unleash your inner vacation with Miami Vice. No? I gotta do better. Hmm? If you're looking to relax, grab a snack. Miami Vice. No? It'll be all right. Endless eyes on the pride and it's crystal clear. Now we realize what brought us here. It's hard of gold and lights our way. We pay our soul for a brighter day. Moving. And now I want y'all to think about this. They all set out to imitate me, but they all tried to, tarnish my name, but they all set out to imitate me. You know what I mean? Like it's like they like me, but then they didn't like me. It was like, damn, if that character was just in a Caucasian male's body, we would love the shit out of him. But because he's black, we still don't like him. You know? I got black people don't like me because I chose to like white people. I got white people that don't like me because I chose to support black people. Like y'all, it just y'all don't make no sense. Y'all don't make no sense. I like black people. I like white people. I like people. But y'all don't make sense. Y'all don't make sense. I showed that I can get along with any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even the people that's tearing me down, I show that I can get along with them, right? But I'm watching the narrative that y'all keep spinning. It's the same repeated narrative over and over again. You can't say color ain't got nothing to do with it when I just read a post from Snoopy talking about nappy headed women and trying to explain to black women how nappy head is derogatory based off of their history. And she's a white woman from Ireland who never experienced any of that shit. And she's act like she's teaching black people their history. Fuck is y'all talking about? A white woman from Ireland teaching y'all how to be black? What is y'all talking about? But but you know, God forbid somebody else said, y'all pick and choose who can bring up race and who can point certain things out. Y'all pick and choose who can do that. And that's just weird to me. If we're gonna eliminate it all, eliminate the whole process of it. But you can't try to argue with black people about how they talk to other black people. You can't sit there as a white woman and say, oh, so y'all calling each other nappy headed? Oh, do you know where the term nappy headed came from? You're being racist towards each other. All black people know is black people can't be racist towards one another. It would just be hate, right? So if it's a Latino, if it's a black person, we can't really be racist towards one another. We can hate on each other, but we can't be racist. But for some reason, we can't get that through white people's head. We can't get that through white people's head. If I look at somebody and I say, at least my hair ain't nappy, it's because my hair could be nappy, but I choose to comb it, right? That's what we're saying to one another when we call each other nappy headed or say something like that. It's because I got a chance to do that, but I took care of my shit. I combed my shit. I brushed my shit. That's what we talking about. That's what we pointing out. But because, blonde hair, blue eyes, they got to stamp everything. They get to determine what black is this and what black and how much black is supposed to do this. And you see that there's more UK, uh, Canadian, and Irish people on YouTube trying to tell black people how to be black. Think about that. You have no words when I address it, but why would Snoopy try to determine who can say nappy headed and how make that make sense? It's like she's trying to educate the black people on them. How you in Ireland educating black America on nappy headed? That's something that started in America's history. Ireland got its own history of what they did to black people. Why is she not arguing about that? About the true history of St. Patrick's Day and how they unalive all those black people that believed in the Kundalini and called it the elimination of serpents. Why is she not arguing about the shit that's going on in Ireland? Why she's arguing about the stuff that's going on in America? That don't strike y'all as odd? She's not arguing about the racism that's going on in Ireland. She's not arguing about how they treat black people in Ireland. Why? Because you never heard of a black Irish. So how the fuck is she teaching black people in America about black people in America from Ireland? And y'all think that makes sense? Someone who never experienced being a black person, someone who has no experience of how it feels for somebody to call you a nappy-headed bee or any of that. That's the person that can give you advice on the pain that we went through or our ancestors went through. That should be the furthest person from trying to explain anything. That's the shit that we talking about. Yeah, that's the superiority shit that y'all think that y'all have over cultures. That y'all can explain to other cultures how their culture is supposed to be, and you can't even explain your own culture. Do you know there's no religion that comes out of Europe? Europe takes all their religions from other places. When it really comes down to it, you guys steal other people's culture to make it your own, and then you go back and tell them how their culture is supposed to be. And you guys think that is okay? God forbid I say something about it, then you guys will paint me out to be racist, right? A white person telling you how to be black. That's not weird. That's not weird. They want to keep you in the idea that they want you in. A white person telling you. Go look at the percentage. How many black people do you think they deal with in Ireland? Hmm? Hmm? You gotta really think about this now. She's telling you about American history. She's not even telling you about Ireland history. They're not calling each other nappy headed black people in Ireland. So where did her information come from about American? Let's take black and white off the table. This is someone from a whole nother continent trying to tell black people how to operate on a whole nother continent. How does that make that make sense, y'all? Something is wrong up here because we have to be programmed for this shit. Like for everyone to go, like anyone who you got somebody that's just like Atwoods. That's just like Atwoods. She's trying to start an Atwoods branch in Ireland. That's the same shit Atwoods do in the UK. He controls black hip hop culture and so on and so forth from the UK and keep us in chaos and disarray and at beef with each other. And she's trying to do the same shit from Ireland. Control our culture from Ireland. Atwoods control our culture from the UK. But I'm the problem. I'm the problem. The one who's here on American soil. The one who's got to interact with people day in, day out. The people who they ain't got nothing in this fight. They don't have to deal with the people that they rowing up. They safe in a whole nother country, whole nother continent. But so invested in the black tea sector. Why you ain't got an Irish tea sector? Hmm? Why you ain't talking about the shit that's going on in Ireland? I'm pretty sure it's shit going on in Ireland. You motherfuckers ain't even find the Loch Ness Monster yet. Why you ain't talking about the Loch Ness Monster? Hmm? You ain't got no heart, stars, Morse, no Lucky Charms to talk about. None of that shit. There ain't a rainbow to chase. Ain't a pot of gold to look for. You ain't got no shillings to fucking clean up or nothing. Where's me gold shillings? You ain't got none of that shit. You just got black culture over there now, huh? Same thing with K-pop. All of a sudden, all of these Chinese rappers is popping up and they're getting accepted. But black rappers was forbidden. Now you got other people stealing bits and pieces of culture, even telling us how our culture is supposed to be as they steal our culture. Imagine, imagine a white woman reminding you about the shit your people had to go through, about the shit that their people put your people through, and throwing it back in your face like, yes, nappy headed is a derogatory statement brought on by the da 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 during the time of slavery. Someone from Ireland is trying to remind you of the traumas that your ancestors went through. Why? Why is somebody from Ireland trying to remind you of what your ancestors went through? My ancestors ain't even reminding me of that shit. My peoples ain't even reminding me of that shit. But here you are on a whole nother continent trying to remind black people about the traumas and shit that they went through. Trying to remind black people that they were once considered to be 3/4 of a person or 1/3 of a man or whatever. You didn't fight for the 14th and 15th Amendment. Our people did. Our people got holes and shit sicked on them for us to get to this point that we at. Y'all didn't fight over in Ireland for us. Y'all didn't stand up in Ireland for us. So how the fuck is you keeping us in them traumas? How do you have the right to keep us in traumas of what our ancestors been through? How you don't got that right? So stop it with all of that you care shit. No, that's a mental mind fuck that you playing on people. Trying to tell them and remind them to stay in their place. You really should go back and delete that shit. But your pride and your ego's gonna make you keep it up there, ain't it? Ireland pride. Ireland pride. And you can't tell people you ain't nobody never in your ever call you nappy headed. You don't even know what it feels like to be called nappy headed. But you're gonna post the definition of nappy headed on your page just to spite somebody else. And y'all don't see that as fucked up. You painted a picture of what somebody meant by nappy headed because they said they didn't have a nappy head. So you painted a whole picture about it. All because they said they didn't have a nappy head. At least my head ain't nappy. That's what they said. And you went and painted a whole fucking history of nappy head just to remind motherfuckers what they went through. Just a trauma bond to somebody else. And yo, ain't nobody ever, nobody you know never went through the shit that black people went through. But you trauma bonding with us from the shit that we went through? Y'all can't make that shit make sense, man. Reach for his hand. Not nobody she know, not nobody she been, and then she bringing black people up on the panel about the Ada situation, right? Oh, let me get these. She's doing the same shit Atwoods and them is doing. How you don't see that? She's using black controversy as a way to build her page. The whole fucking Atwoods network is built like that. Talking about Diddy, talking about what's going on in America hip hop, talking about what's going on in America culture, talking about what's going on in Black America history, whatever the case may be. She's doing the same fucking shit, just from Ireland. The same shit that we was pissed about Atwoods is doing, she's doing it right now from Ireland. Just another branch of a branch. What we gonna wait for her to get 500,000 subscribers before we point it out? No, point that shit out now. Stop that shit now. How is all these YT people operating in the black tea sector lying to us, trying to say that they trying to understand us, but ain't giving us no fucking room to help them understand? No, they're trying to control us, keep us fighting each other and bickering with each other as they lay out a fucking platform of control so they can feel like they're the hierarchy. They keep you fighting and bickering with one another so she can be like, look at them. Look at how they act. Such animals. Oh, well, get the fuck out of here. That's on some Jaguar, right? Let them eat cake type shit. They playing in your face. That's why they don't like me over here, because I point it out. Point it out. I point that shit out. I say the shit other people scared to say. The stars align. Time bends softly, no dividing line. Imagine a white tee person reminding you that their slaves or their ancestors used to whoop your ancestors. Imagine a white tee person reminding you that. You know we put y'all in y'all place before. You know the fuck is you talking about, ma'am? You know we used to whoop y'all. The fuck is you ain't never. Try it. Try it. Call a motherfucker nappy headed right now. Try the shit that you want to try to keep us attached and trauma bond to. Now, try it. Y'all ain't hardly getting away with half the shit that y'all used to get away with back in the day. So why are you bringing it up like they getting away with it? Because you want people to keep on fighting what you want them to keep on fighting. Because it gives y'all that superiority to think that y'all had that much control over somebody. To think that that's the way of the world. That's not the way of the world. Our people knew that. That's why they didn't fight. Y'all think y'all didn't win. Y'all didn't win. We was never concerned about this physical plane. We did what was spiritually right. That's why we didn't fight y'all. Because we didn't want that. Y'all wanted this. Y'all wanted carnal. Y'all wanted this material world. Y'all wanted the material possessions. We did what was good for the spirit. Fighting, killing, that was y'all. My ancestral spirits are clean. Y'all got to deal with them demons in y'all ancestral bloodline. I don't got to deal with that in my ancestral bloodline. My ancestors said, peace be still. They didn't fight y'all or nothing. They let y'all create these systems around shit that they was ordinarily doing. Coming up with the cotton gin, coming up with clothes, coming up with shit. It's crops outside. Somebody got to go fucking get the crops. Somebody got to go bring in the harvest. It can't just sit there, right? Y'all created a money system off of what our ancestors were just doing because it needed to be done. Y'all created this currency system off of what needed to be done. Our ancestors just did what needed to be done. You guys decided somebody should be paying you for that. It should be money involved. Somebody should be getting some labor. This is labor. No, it was just doing what needed to be done. Y'all created the fucked up system. Now you mad at us? Now you mad at us? Huh? In my best E40 voice, now you mad at us? Huh? Fuck you talking about? You mad at us? Huh? E40 in them? Nah, you can't be mad at us. Y'all did that shit. Y'all created that system. Y'all created that. Y'all can't be mad at us. What you mad at us for? Because we laughing at y'all now. Because we realize that our ancestors won. We realize that our ancestors won. Y'all thought y'all had victory, but we realize our ancestors won because they stayed true to their self. They saved their own souls by not spilling blood, by not doing this shit. You know, they won. They stayed true to love and unity. Y'all brung in hate and destruction, disaster, all of that shit. Our ancestors refused to fight y'all because fighting wasn't the way to go. Y'all took that shit as a sign of weakness. And now look at us. We winning, and y'all mad that we winning. And we don't even have to fight y'all. We don't have to bring no physical harm to y'all. It's the same shit repeated over again. Only this time, you can't get us. Only this time we know better. Only this time we like, yeah, whatever. Y'all want us to fight that same battle that y'all been fighting. Oh, they're superior, they're superior, they're superior. How? How? Hmm? You don't see what's happening with the sun? Hmm? And your skin? Hmm? How are you more superior? If the sun, you see what the sun is doing? It's getting hotter. Solar flares becoming more out of control. You see these nostrils? Hmm? These big nostrils that y'all made fun of? Guess what? When that motherfucking air outside change and it's a different density in the atmosphere, these nostrils gonna let me breathe it. Guess who's not gonna be able to stick around? Hmm? 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 I might be the big nose bandit today, but in the future, this big nose might just save my life. Huh? Hmm? Might just save my life. See, that's why I say the universe got a way of taking care of things. We ain't got to do nothing. The universe is going to take care of it. Oh no, I'm not doing that. I can't do that, Carol. No, you dragged me out for 2 weeks already talking about you gonna come out and look at the grounds, and you never came out and looked at nothing. So I can't even. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to wait now because I can't keep setting myself up for failure like that. That's four people right there that made false promises. Nope. Oh, I'm gonna come out and check out the grounds and nah. I see what's going on. You guys really don't believe in the journey, so I gotta do it myself, and that's okay. That's okay. I've been down this path before. The universe will see me through it. Look how much stuff that was always supposed to, all this stuff was already supposed to hinder me. Set me up on freeway farms, all of that shit. That shit was already supposed to stop me. And look at how far, what I'm saying, we already coming. Look at how far we already making it. You know what I mean? you know? So that's why I say, like, they trying to, you know, they trying to stop us, but we just keep on pushing forward. Because it's not us. Like, it's not really us. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm really not doing anything. I'm just moving where the spirit tells me to move. The universe is actually all I sometimes I get discouraged and I go against it. I'm like, man, I have that argument with the universe where I'm like, look, you see everybody's coming against it. It's not what they want. You see what they doing. And the universe be like, just shut up and do what I'm telling you to do. And then even though I'm frustrated, even though I'm mad, right? I do this. I walk away like, man, shoot. I still go do what the universe asking me to do. I'ma talk my shit. I'ma talk my shit, but I'ma still do what the universe asking me to do. You know what I mean? If the universe saying, hey, you're supposed to be down there building love and unity, right? I might get mad about it, but I'm still going to try to build love and unity down here. I might get frustrated with myself about it, but I'm still going to try to operate with love and unity because that's what the universe is telling me to do. The universe saying, hey, do everything in your power to be at peace with people down there, right? So I try to do everything in my power to be at peace with people down here. You know what I'm saying? Ralph, I have a serious question. You mentioned something about 2030 yesterday. So, what exactly is going to happen in 2030? Okay. I don't I don't even know if I should answer that. That's a setup. That's a setup because now whatever I say is going to happen in 2030, right? You get to run around for the next 4 years and talk shit about whatever it is that I say is going to happen in 2030 until it happened. So you get 4 years to try to make me out to be crazy. And then when 2030 happen, we got to see if it happens. Nah, I'm good. I ain't even answering that question. That is a setup. Nope, that's a setup. Soon as I answer that, y'all gonna try to clip that shit and run with it. This crazy MFer said that this is gonna happen in 2030. I'm telling you, he's crazy. Blah 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 blah. Nah, I'm good. Trick no good. Trick no good. You want to know what's gonna happen in 2030? Wait till 2030. We'll all find out together. I am not. Nope. Nope. I know how this shit work. Y'all still trying to, you know. Yeah, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I can't do it. Nah, I can't do it. I don't know. I can't. The things that we gotta prepare for. Just know. Let today worry about today. Tomorrow, but worry about tomorrow. I will tell you this. 95% of the things that you fear do not come true. So you only have a 5% chance of your fear coming to reality. So stop worrying, stop being in a fearful state and just live. Let today worry about today, tomorrow worry about tomorrow. The Bible says we're not even supposed to know what tomorrow brings, you know? We're not supposed to be worried about the weather and what's happening 4 years from now, 5 years from now. All we got is the moment. That's it. Let this moment carry you to the next moment, and hopefully those moments will bring enough for a memory. That's it. You just collect all these moments, and then a moment make a memory, and then that memory makes a lifeline. But it's not for us to sit there and worry about what's going to happen, what's on the agenda, so on and so forth. They have an idea of what they want, of where they want this to go, and how they want to push this, fight uh, physically. But
the universe has already put certain things in play in order for all of their negative to fail. So because we're under the Aquarius sky, all you have to do is operate with pure intent. But I will tell you this, um, we will see what actually caused sickness. They will reveal to us what causes sickness. Once you realize that depression, sadness, low vibrational stuff, once you realize that's the reason why people are getting sick, I bet you a lot more people try to be happy in this world. Once they realize, like, yo, being evil, being wicked, being low vibrational, that's what's causing you to be sick so much. When you look at it, I want you to go analyze the people around you. Like, if you got people that's always sick around you, look at their actions. I bet you they the mean people. Mean people are getting sick right now. That don't strike you as odd, huh? Mean people. All these mean, wicked people, they walking around. I just got over a cold. I'm catching another one. Yep, because you're evil. Yep, because you're evil. You'll see them. They got boils growing on their face and all types of stuff because they evil. Because they're evil. Too many evil people in this world. I'm telling you. They getting sick. They popping up at the hospital. All of that shit. A lot of older people that stuck in their ways that ignored all of the chances that they had, for soul ascension. Like, a soul ascension comes every 7 years, you know. So from the time we was young, we were going through these ascension processes and didn't even know it. Like 7 years old, 14 years old, so on and so forth. All of these different markers was markers for the rise of our kundalini, or spiritual rise, growth of our spirit. But somebody kept our mind stuck on the physical, or we was more worried about physical growth. I ain't tripping. That's why I say we gotta just I gotta let the universe see me through this one. I know it's gonna be rough. I see all the fake people in this world, but I just gotta let the universe see me through this one. Because they want you to go around pointing them out so they can make it seem like they attacked you, or you attack them. So they sit around you and they wait until you, like, point them out or expose them. And then they be like, oh, you're attacking me. You're attacking me. Whole time they've been doing sneaky, you know, side attacks, sneakily trying to, tear down what you got going on. But what I got going on, the universe is lining this up. So you up against a bigger fight. That's why I don't do nothing but keep on moving forward with positivity, laughter, and love. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize, like, damn, if this is set up, if this is something that the spirit is actually telling me to do this, then the universe is not going to let nothing get in the way. And that's why I've been protected so far. Even when I made the stupid mistakes and set myself up, by going to Freeman's Farm, right? By going back up there. I knew the first time that I went up there, something wasn't right. The first time I went up there and I was like, yeah, he's not trying to really have a conversation with me, so on and so forth. It just seems weird. Wooty wooty woo. I knew then, you know what I mean? But I went back up there, but the universe still kept me safe. You know what I mean? Like, every situation that I put myself in, the universe was like, nah, I ain't about to let you fall victim to this because I got a bigger task for you. I'm not about to let them get you right here because I got a bigger task for you. So every time, like, they can keep on trying to set me up. I mean, look what happened to Murph, right? You got all these plots and plans and putting these people in my Discord. And even after
the whole situation, he still had people set up in the Discord. He was still trying to get Maggie to talk about it. I can show you messages where Murph sent Maggie and said, why are they still talking about me in his Discord? Like, so he was still keeping tabs on the Discord. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all keep trying, keep playing, like, keep playing. Just keep doing what y'all doing. That's it. Everything gonna work itself out. They trying too hard to change the truth. It's almost like, why? Why are they trying so hard to alter the truth? What do they benefit from it? Unless that's their job. Their job is clean up. Snoopy don't work for uh Murph. Snoopy works for Atwood. She's another part of Atwood's network. Why do you think she has people around her that can reach out to this person and get her an interview for this, or reach out to that person and get her in contact with this? Because she's a branch of the Atwoods network. She works for Atwoods. She was placed in the black tea sector. Huh? You 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 ain't got shit better to talk about? You know? That's why she don't have no end goal. Because her end goal is not, when she don't have no end goal. It's not, okay, let's have a conversation, and figure this out. There's never none of that. She's not invested in the black tea sector to see black people at peace. That's not her investment over here. She's not over here to see us get along with one another. She's over here to pin us against one another. That's why there's no end goal. That's why you say, okay, so what's the end goal? Do we let bygones be bygones? Do we go our separate? No, she can't let bygones be bygones because her whole job is to put us against one another. That's why she's bringing up drop the T, right? Because that's her job. It's always been her job. You think her job stopped? She was working with Maggie at first to do it, you know? She was working with Maggie at first to do it. Remember? That's how she first came out. Was on Maggie's panel. These people was created from Maggie's panel. Just Risa, all of that stuff. But to be honest, like, y'all already know that though. Y'all already know that. Y'all know what the game plan is. Y'all all are in contact with each other, if you ask me. I think all of y'all are in contact with each other. I think all of y'all are in contact with each other. That's why y'all don't want to bring up Char's name and all the shit that y'all did to fuck up her life. That's why y'all don't want to mention her name. That's why when I told Maggie that Char can come up on her panel and tell her story, that's why Maggie never brought up Char. You think y'all really think I'm stupid? Y'all really think I'm not paying attention to what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't want the truth out there. So y'all don't want Char to come up and tell her story about how y'all brought her son up and played on an autistic kid. Y'all don't want that truth to get out there. That's why y'all don't bring Char up. Because y'all know that y'all used her autistic son in order to create fucked up narratives online and made phone calls to places, made phone calls to further disrupt that lady's life. That's why y'all don't want to bring it up. And y'all got y'all little cover-up crew. The people who supposed to pretend like they cool with us in order to cover up the whole fucking thing. And y'all probably got to do that for 2 years until the limitation is up on lawsuits and shit. So now y'all got to stick around us and pretend like y'all fuck with us and rock with us just to drag us out. So that way Shar won't get the justice that she deserves and all of that shit. It's one big ass fucked up ass organization that y'all got right here on YouTube. This is one big ass fucked up organization that y'all got. Y'all got the people that start the shit, and then y'all got the people that play cleanup around the shit. And then you next thing you know, y'all on here selling a whole different story about it. Why don't we call Levi? I can call Levi on the phone right now. You know that, right? I can call Levi on the phone right now. I'm still in contact with Levi. I can call Levi right now. He's 18. You can call Levi on the phone right now. Are you guys checking up on Levi? Do you call Levi to make sure he good? Shar's not with Levi. Levi's in a whole adult house. What are you talking about? Shar's not with Levi. You can't say Shar's scared of me. Shar's not with Levi. Levi's in an adult living house. Oh, but y'all the ones that care so much, right? The motherfucker who y'all trying to say chased him is the one who's still making sure he good. Hmm? Hmm? The motherfucker who was literally contacted to help him and still helping him to this day. That's the motherfucker that y'all trying to paint to be the bad guy. Where's your update? Where's your updates? Let's do a Levi and where he's at now. Let's do an update. You can't do no fucking update because you never cared about Levi. It was never about Levi. It was all about this fucking content that y'all keep on trying to create and push on YouTube. But who's still checking up on Levi? Huh? Who still cash apps Shar's daughter money when she needs money? Hmm? Should we make the phone calls? Come on, man. Let me go back into the history of Cash App. You know, history, the receipts don't lie. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers been lying and just keep lying and keep lying. Receipts don't lie.
What up? What up? What up? Right here. Money for nails, money for shoes. No, not shoes, food. Right? See, the problem with y'all is y'all want y'all false history, y'all want y'all false lineup of life to be true. Y'all want y'all fake life that y'all created, that y'all made up, y'all want that to be true. And it's just not. I'm sorry if I can't make your lie reality. I'm sorry. And it's nice to see that y'all still in the bushes and still trolling, right? Because that's all you got. That's all you guys keep on trying to bring up is different stuff. Why did you block that person? Who blocked that person? Dang. You gotta let them talk sometimes. Let me see. Did you mute them or block them? Okay, okay, 60 seconds. Okay, okay. You muted them. You good, you good. Okay, okay. Never mind. Yeah, you muted them. You good. You muted them. I thought you blocked them. You good. You muted them. Yeah, let them talk. Let them watch and let them talk so they can see the truth, see the real. Like all that other shit be in the wind sometimes. Like if you just sit there and watch them, then let them go ahead lie. Let them go ahead and do all of that. Like they want to try to falsify the narrative. They want to try to make it seem like this. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to look at the real situation. Like one day we will sit down and Levi will be here for a conversation. I can call him right now, but that wouldn't be doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to realize like exactly. I want y'all to hear from him. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to do it. I'm gonna let one of y'all should call him. One of y'all should contact him. You know what I'm saying? One of y'all should contact him. That way y'all can't say, I told him to say it. Because that's all y'all gonna say. You told him to say that. Y'all gonna make up some story. He's scared of you. That's why he's saying that. Y'all really don't know Levi. I done, you know, the reality of it is, you know, y'all are upset that y'all falsified an image of somebody, and now it's coming back to bite y'all in the ass that y'all lied. So now that it's been proven that y'all are liars, y'all don't want to admit to the truth. Now that it's been proven that y'all are liars, you know. So now that it's proven that y'all liars, now y'all don't want to. Hey, no, no, no. We refuse. We refuse. He's a bad person. Get the fuck. Shut up. Go get some tissue. Dry your eyes. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all that jump shit, try to paint us out to be bad, try to make it seem like we had bad intentions. Go sit in the corner and pout and get mad at the fact that y'all was wrong. Y'all lied. Y'all made it seem like somebody was out here doing something wrong or doing this or doing that. Y'all painted y'all false narratives or shit. And now the truth is hitting y'all in the butt. It's okay. You know? And we set out to do this a long time ago. We set out to do this farm thing a long time ago. Did we not? Isn't this the whole the freeway farm thing? You know what I'm saying? Your eyes are go far apart. Your eyes are go far apart. Well, I think you need to look for that S instead of pressing that G. That S and that G on that calculator on that phone is so far apart. You typing in the comment section is so far apart. Your eyes are go far apart. Yes, that's it, ladies. Run, run, ladies. Run to me. Run to me. Run to me, ladies.
Run, run to me, ladies. All you ladies, run to me. Huh? And just run to the arms of the one who loves you. Yup, can't spell, but I know a scammer. Aw, and you have a picture of Daffy Duck. You have a picture of a whole Looney Tunes character, right? Not a real person, not a real you up here bleep 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 bleep. That's all, folks. Whole Daffy Duck, whole Looney Tune, whole we're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. Get your motherfucking Yosemite Sam ass up out of here. Get your ass up out of here. And then you're gonna say bye. Like we didn't want you to be here. You was in the bushes. You popped out of the bushes. Why are you saying bye? You should have just left. You ain't even have to announce that you was leaving. What you saying bye for? I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. That just don't make sense. Bye. Bye. You gonna say some shit and then say bye. This is my cousin's Rex land. This is family land. Y'all know who Rex is. Come on, Danny Robinson called him on the phone. Didn't know that this was my family. You know who Rex is. Huh? Y'all know who Rex is. Y'all heard him on the phone when he talked to Danny Robinson. When Danny Robinson was like, "Oh, he sound like he looked good. I might call him back." Y'all remember? Y'all remember when she called my cousin? She tried to lie to him and say, she tried to lie to him and say I was traveling with, y'all remember the story? I remember when she made the phone calls. Yeah, y'all remember when she made the phone calls to talk shit about me? You know what I'm saying? Didn't even know who she was talking to, and she made the phone calls to talk shit about me. you know, they probably still making phone calls right now. They probably still making phone calls right now. Set herself up. Now I have a witness to the proof of the defamation of character. You see how that works? And by you making that phone call, there's a witness to the proof, and it's not hearsay. It's literally the actual person, right? And you recorded him without his permission. You recorded him on a phone call and played it on YouTube without his permission, right? And now those two people are right there with each other, waiting to get your name. Waiting to get your name so we can file this damn lawsuit against your ass because you tarnished our business. You tarnished our business, you know, our name, reputation, image, and business. Defamation of character, you know. Now, the person you called and the person you called about is right there. You ain't got to go far for this one. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry. Soon as we get this name,
As soon as we find out this real name, we're gonna push the Mario button. We're gonna find out about this Yoshi. You know? But in the meantime, in between time, we still got a lot of positive stuff going on. We still got a lot of growth to do. We got to get this farm and stuff ready, you know, everything like that. So it is what it is. Like I said, whoever brought her the information, whoever told her to do it, if somebody put her up to it, whatever, it's all about the backfire on y'all. That's why ain't nothing been going good for her since. Since she did that bullshit, ain't nothing been going good for her since. Huh? Since she did that bullshit, tell me what's been going good for her. Tell me. Y'all can make it seem like you lying. You lying. She good. Shit. I think she just lost lawsuit number 2. Didn't she just lose a lawsuit to Kimmy? Huh? Didn't Kimmy just win? Huh? Or y'all ain't keeping up on stuff? See, I gotta keep track of this stuff because I needs to know some stuff. Hmm? Hmm? And real killers moving cheese like lasagna. Well, that's something. And look, I want y'all to think about this. Everything that they said has been proven to be false, right? Everything they said been proven to be false. Look, we still raising 7. Y'all seen sincere and not serious graduation, right? So y'all know that all the kids that's been around me, we proved that they made it out of high school. My daughter graduated high school. Both my biological sons graduated high school. 7's in the 9th grade right now, doing good, right? Levi's doing good. Like, we have shown and proved with transparency that all of the youth is that around us is safe. That all kids around us is safe at all times, right? We've proven that. We prove that in spite of, Levi's condition, that even he was safe around me. The police came out there when he pulled out the guns. I mean, when he pulled out the knife, and so on and so forth. The police came out there. So there's an actual police report on the incident that y'all keep trying to falsify, right? If I did any of the such that y'all saying, I would be in jail because the police came out there. There was a police report on all of it. So that's why I don't get how y'all keep on going with these lies and shit like that when literally we showed that every kid around us was always safe. You know what I mean? Every kid around us has always been safe. I can literally like go to South Carolina, like different places, you'll see. Other people will tell you the same thing. Like, shit, he always looked out for mine. Every time he around, I know my kids safe. If we go to Jersey, my family members will tell you the same thing. Like, shit, when I was locked up, he went to my daughter's birthday party. He made sure that our presence was still there. When we was locked up, he had to go to our aunt's funeral to make sure the male's presence was still there. Any actual place that knows me, they're gonna all tell you the same thing. I've been the same all the time. Like, I ain't never have no ill intent for not nobody, but I will separate from people. If you got ill intent, if you ain't trying to, you know, hold fast the demons inside of you, I'll get away from you. And when people are not in control of their own demons, I don't put myself around people that's not in control of their own demons because those energies inside of you will get mad at me for being in control of those energies inside of me.
You know what I'm saying? Those it's energies. I don't deal with people, I deal with energies, you know? But that's why I keep on saying, y'all gotta make this make sense. Ain't never, ever, ever, I ain't never did nothing bad to a woman or a child. There's nothing on my record that says I did something bad to a woman or a child. There's nothing like that on my jacket. Nowhere in my, lifeline is there anything says I harmed a woman or a child, right? But these people on here will try to tell you or make you believe otherwise. Why is that? You know what I mean? I literally show and prove on everything. Like, y'all went with me to my son's graduation. Both my sons graduated the same day. You know what I'm saying? You can go back and watch it. Y'all went with me to my son's graduation. Matter of fact, you can go back and watch when my y'all remember when we had the house in South Carolina and my nephews, I had to go pick up my nephews. Y'all remember right before we went to my sons and them graduation, we also went to my nephew. He was getting a reward at his school. Remember, we went to that. Remember? My nephew Caleb and them, they was like, "Oh, I want to come spend the night at your house." Remember? Come on, man. Y'all, y'all, y'all are acting like y'all don't remember this stuff because y'all want to paint a bad narrative about a guy that y'all don't even know. But everybody that knows me knows that I wouldn't hurt a fly. Police came out to the house more than one time for Levi. Police came out to the house more than one time for Levi. Never did I try to get Levi locked up. Never did I say I wanted to press charges. None of that stuff. Levi punched me in the face, all of that stuff, and the police came out there. I ain't never pressed charges on that boy or nothing. Why? Because I was really there to help him. It's not I'm not bragging about it. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Why, when I pull out the truth, is it called bragging or boasting? But when they spread all those lies that I never responded to, nobody called them out on the lies. When I point out the truth, it's bragging or boasting. But we wouldn't have to point out the truth if y'all didn't believe so many of the lies. Do you not see what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even have to expose my truth if it wasn't for all the lies. You know? It doesn't make sense. Yo, you done said bye 2 times already, Warrior Dance. You done said bye, left, and came back or never went nowhere. You done said bye twice. Dang. From the Daffies to the Ducks. I don't know what lies. You have to go find the trolls that's telling them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go find the people that's telling the lies. You know what I mean? I don't know. You got to go find the people that's telling the lies. We trying to stand in truth over here. We stand in the light. To go to the light, Caroline, the light. We trying to stay in the light. We don't want to live in their lies. That's why we never went over there and subscribed or replied or you know how it's oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So we do need some money. So if that's why you said I don't know what you're referring to. uh, So you shall improve. How you said I showed and proved very bad things about myself. I showed and proved very bad things. Wow.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you for saying that I showed and proved whatever you say I showed and proved, because you can't show and prove the things that's not being showed and proved. So therefore, if you saying I showed and proved what you seen, then that's what you wanted to see. I showed and proved nothing of that. But this reality is based off of one's perception of it. So whatever you perceive this reality to be is what it is. I can't take that away from you. If you perceive me to be a bad guy, then you already really perceived me to be a bad guy. You were just waiting for me to do some bad guy shit, right? Just, let's just be honest, If you never wanted to see me as a good person, then you never wanted to tally up all the good stuff that I did. You know what I mean? But that's just a name, though. The Troll Patrol just now made that name. See what I'm saying? Look, see, you see what I'm saying? Look, the Troll Patrol, that they just now made that name. Look, screaming at girls is not a good look. See that? Screaming at girls. I never screamed at girls. You know, the fact that they put girls, they ain't say women, they ain't say ladies, they ain't say females, they said girls. Run, run. Whoever that is, they not run, run. That ain't no order. That's no ordinary person. They don't know which way to go. That's no ordinary person. Maybe they're a little slow, a little slow, whoa, whoa, slow, whoa. Fuck out of here. You ain't real. You not real person. You a non-playable character. You an NPC. You gotta be an NPC. You talking about screaming at girls. We is not little no more. Huh? We is not little no more. I don't want to look at the account. Look, somebody done came in here with a Daffy Duck and a troll as their picture. Come on, come on. It's Daffy Duck and a troll. Look at their pictures. You know what I'm saying? Look at their pictures. You know they trolling. I'm the real boy. No, you're not. They not real. You know? Oh, that's fine. It's supposed to be. It's just supposed to be higher than that. Oh, there you go. You broke. This chair you making. Yeah, you ain't making a chair. Mm. That chair is not making it. That chair is not making it. The trolls are coming in. Yeah, this chair is not making it. Damn. Got me hitting my head. You have a blank excuse for every bad thing you done. You should try apologizing. You have what? Everybody, every what? The you have a bullshit excuse for every bad thing you done. You should try apologizing. Excuse me. In order for one to apologize, one would have to know what they are apologizing for. You know? No, Golden ain't start working on that damn YouTube, that TikTok page. Golden had that TikTok page for 6 months. He ain't start working on that shit. She ain't doing nothing with that TikTok page, just wasting a damn TikTok page. I got 3 pages, and she just wasting that page I gave her. She could have sent the message to the what you call 'em. No, that's not what that's for. You could put music on YouTube. I'm telling you, you're supposed to have stuff in your TikTok shop. It's 10K followers on that page. That means you're open to that means TikTok shop is open to you. You can be doing, they can be sending you products in order to use the product and make a little video about it. You can make a video about perfumes. They'll send you clothes, right? That account that you got, literally, there's a what you call them on there where the agency will send you all types of clothes to just stand there and model in and whatever, and people click on that, and then you get a certain percentage. Like, so everybody that click on the TikTok shop and buy that item that you did a video for, you can get paid. Even if you sign up for the TikTok, what you call 'em, you can get paid just doing videos over there on TikTok. All you gotta do is just do a video. And if your video reaches a certain amount of numbers, they'll pay you for it. I'm trying to tell you how to get money. You talking about just, I'm telling you that TikTok will pay you every week. TikTok will pay you the 15th of every month. You got a better chance building on a TikTok page with 10K subscribers already than you do on a YouTube page that don't have nothing. People can subscribe to your TikTok page and you can start getting paid as quickly as the 15th of next month. Or I mean, you can keep on trying to grow on your YouTube page where there's, it's not a TikTok pyramid scheme if there's nobody on the pyramid, genius. It don't even sound like a TikTok scheme if there's nobody on the pyramid. Nobody saying, "Hey, come over, support me, send me money." Nobody saying that. I'm talking to the troll patrol person. I can show you what the other 2 people are doing with the accounts that I gave them. I can show you what they doing. One of them's gaming. She's doing the game thing real tough. It ain't an MLM scheme. It's not no type of scheme. If it was a scheme, she'd had the account for 8 months already. She had their account for 8 months. What are you talking about? No scheme, no scam takes that long to pay out. What are you talking about? 8 months invested into scamming some. No,
If anything, I got scammed. I got scammed out of an account that people that somebody did nothing with. You know what I'm saying? I could still be using that account to go live from. I can put that account in messy TikTok. I can get back in contact with people from messy TikTok and just go into messy TikTok and start contacting DJ Soulchild and Black Diamond, and you know what I mean? I can call them on the phone right now and get back into messy TikTok. It's easy to grow on TikTok. I go over there right now and have 100 people sitting in the room. it, it's not even like I just gave her a TikTok channel. Like, this TikTok channel has 10K followers on there. 10K followers. If she works that TikTok page right, she can have those people come from TikTok and support her on YouTube. She can start a link tree. She can link her accounts together. She can start building a Twitch from TikTok. She can literally go live from that TikTok right now playing video games. She can do anything from that TikTok right now and build a following from that TikTok page. From the 10K followers that she got over there, she can go build a following. It's not that hard. I got a 35K page on TikTok. People will follow you over there and they'll follow your other accounts. All you gotta do is make a link tree, put the link tree in your bio, and then they're gonna click on that link tree and follow your other accounts. It's that simple. And you can make a lot of money over there. A lot of money. Even the page is already ready for subscribers. You could just tell people to start subscribing to the page, and then you get paid the 15th, like clockwork. It'll pay to PayPal, like clockwork. And you get paid every week for any gifts that you get. If you remember if you get gifts, if you sit on panels, you get paid for that because you like it here. Because you like it here. I don't have to be mean all the time. I don't have to be nice all the time. Only thing I gotta be is real. That's all I gotta be, is real. If you don't like the realness, then I apologize for being real. I apologize for being real. But that's all I can be, is real. No matter what the mood might be, no matter what state of being I am, it's just, I'm gonna be real. You're not gonna always like everything I say. I don't think nobody's gonna like everything I say or everything I have to say. I'm not a people pleaser like that. Golden know that by now. I'm not going to, force her to take advantage of the TikTok page that I gave her. In her own time, she'll figure it out and figure out, like, oh shit, this is a great thing. But I'm not going to force her to figure that out. That's something she's got to figure out on her own, how useful that TikTok page can be for her. I know how useful TikTok was for me. I can't say how useful TikTok will be for the next person. You know what I mean? It was China owned at first, but yeah, now I don't know who owned it. I don't know what's going on with it really, because it's two branches of it or something. I don't know what really happened with it, but it's still there. So
It's an application. It can be used to build unity. It can be used. It's a tool. It's a tool that I use to stay in touch with people and build the collective. It's a tool, just like any other tool, just like Facebook, just like Instagram, just like Snapchat, just like all the rest of them. It's a tool, you know? It's just one of the fastest moving tools, fastest working tools. That's how I look at it. Y'all make sure y'all hit them three dots in the corner and find that thumbs up button. Hit the three dots in the corner and find that thumbs up button. Three dots, thumbs up, easy peasy. Three dots, thumbs up, easy peasy. You know? uh, she busy with JJ, man. She's got JJ, she's got mom to look after. She busy. She ain't got the phone to sit there. She ain't got the time to sit there and put the hours in on there. I mean, I'm 2 hours out the day, but you gotta find time to do that. She busy. Yeah, why are you worried about, her timeline and how long she move, like how fast she's moving? I'm not even worried about that, and I'm the one that gave her the page. Yeah, she's security. Don't make me give her a badge. She's security. Don't make me give her a badge. You know? You worried about the wrong shit. You worried about the wrong worried about something different. You worried about who's on this page, what's going on this page. You kind of invested in this page too much, don't you think? Don't you think you invested on how this page operate a little bit too much? Who operate what over here? Huh? You putting together a list, you checking it twice. What seemed to be the problem? You trying to find out if we naughty or nice? What the problem is? Huh, Saint Nick? Tell me what the problem is. Y'all bored as heck this morning, huh? Your favorite content creator don't wake up to 3 o'clock, huh? Their favorite content creators don't wake up to 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Hmm. They living them happy days. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. It's okay. It's fine. As long as progress is being made. Our intentions are true. Our intentions are pure. You see the growth. You see the development. You know what I mean? No, I said they used her page to set me up. See how you trying to play words with friends? They used her page, you know, telling Golden they can help her build her page, and then saying, "Hey, Oh, can you get me a conversation? And then I pop up over there, and it was Just Risa or Nick the Mountain Goat, who's still in league with Jaguar Wright. Now, if Golden knew about that, then yeah, then maybe. But if she ain't know about that, then they just used her page to do it. They used Golden Queen's page to do it, to try to get me over there on Golden Queen's page. They couldn't get me to other pages, so they tried to get me on Golden Queen's page to try to attack me over there. Kind of like you trying to use her right now. It's kind of like you might be one of the people that did it because you trying to use her right now to try to put us in conflict with each other all over again. Think about that. We cool with the past. You know, we cool with the events that took place in the past and how y'all manipulated. We seen through all of that, and we moving forward. So why is y'all still trying to trick people with the manipulations of the past? I slandered her, made her look bad. Okay, if you say so, if you say I slandered her and made her look bad, if I already explained to Golden on the back end and on the front end, I don't change. You know what I'm saying? I never changed. I explain the same truth on the front end. You know what I'm saying? I explain the same thing on the back end. You gotta stop letting people use your page to try to attack me. Yeah, that's the same. That's the truth. I can't go over and try to support somebody's page if the people that's on her panel is people that's attacking me, or attacking the Discord. How did that look? Me sending people over from the Discord to support Golden's channel, and she's got people up there that's attacking the people in the Discord. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? For me to send supporters over there or whatever, and the people on the panel is there to set her page up to look bad. Does that make sense? It's kind of like you being over here right now and not liking the space that you in. It don't make sense to us. It's not making sense that you over here and don't like the space that you in, but you over here. So that means you do like the space that you in. Look at you. Troll patrol, you've been trolling for a minute. You know everything, don't you? I don't know if Golden purchased merch from the Atlas store. I'm not in charge of sending out stuff from the Atlas store. The Atlas store has its own entity of sending out stuff. So if Golden purchased anything from the Atlas store, then they sent it to her. I'm not in charge of sending stuff out from the Atlas store, so I wouldn't know. Why? Why would you want Shar to come out and expose y'all? If Shar comes out, it exposes you guys more. Where would you like Shar to come out and talk? Would you like her to speak on Maggie's panel? Where would you like who would like to question Shar? Set it up. Set it up, and I'll get the message to her, and y'all can talk to her. How about that? You want to talk to her? I'll reach out and tell her that you know that y'all trying to get in touch with her. But I'm pretty sure y'all are not gonna like what she says. Pretty sure y'all are not gonna like what she says. That truth is gonna hurt y'all more than anything. If y'all want that truth to come out, that shit's gonna hurt y'all more than anything. Huh? That's gonna hurt y'all more than anything. I'm just saying. I know. I tried to get Maggie to pull her up on the panel the other day. The other time I was trying to get Maggie to get her up there, you know, because they see the truth. They see the truth. Listen to me. They see the truth. They see the truth that's coming out. They see all the stuff that's being revealed. They're like, "Oh, snap." So they're not going to admit like, "Damn, he was telling the truth the whole time." They're not going to admit that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be like, "Oh, okay, so he was telling the truth the whole time. We had him pegged all wrong." You think they're going to say that? You think they're gonna be like, "Damn, we had it wrong. We apologize." Huh? See, see. You think they're gonna come out and say they were wrong? No, they not gonna never admit they wrong because their job is to paint me out to be a certain picture. They don't care if that picture. They just gonna keep repeating their lies, and try to get enough people to believe their lies. That's how trolling works. You just keep repeating the lie. Eventually, somebody will believe it. Eventually somebody will believe they lies. And then that's all they want is people to believe they lies, people to stop typing stuff, people to stop supporting. They're not after me, they're after the supporters. They want the support to stop. They trying to figure out where is this coming from? How is he, financing this project? How do he keep going? We keep on trying to tear him down. How is he still in motion? How is he still getting this shit done? You know? That's what they trying to figure out. They think they stopped all the money, the Lord Kellys, the whoever else that they manipulated to send whatever to try to, hinder my cash app or whatever they call themselves doing. You know what I mean? They think they did that. You know what I mean? What do you care about then? What's your end goal? You have no end goal. Your whole purpose is to just troll. Be honest with yourself. Your whole purpose is to troll. You have no end goal. You're here with the sole purpose to just troll. That's your job. Your job is to troll, you know? So keep doing it. You know what your job is. You know you gotta troll. You know, I know it. You know, it's your job. You have to troll. It's your job. I think you should be focused on your TikTok page before Ralph takes it from you. Why are you worried about what I'm doing? Why are you worried about what I'm doing? I got two TikTok pages. Matter of fact, I got three TikTok pages. I got my 35K page, I got my 18K page, and I got my 1.5K page. You just making up stuff. I see what y'all doing. Y'all just trying to, you know, go after the people that had opinions, people that spoke that it's cool. She can do with the page how she want, but it would have been nice to see her use the page, but she can do that in her own time. I gotta go back over to TikTok right now. Matter of fact, I gotta go back over there now and do some stuff over there. So that's where we going. Hey, y'all have a great day. If nobody told y'all that they love you today, let me be the first, not the last, to tell you that I love you, you know. And keep the controversy circulating, you know. Keep the controversy circulating. Y'all want, you know, Golden to be against me so much. Why don't y'all go support her page and go type in her comment section when she go live and, you know, spill all of that stuff that y'all spilling over here. So, you know, if y'all want to actual be trolls, y'all be trolls, be proper trolls. You know what I'm saying? Be proper trolls. You know, you got to go to her page and, you know, type stuff in her comment section and, you know, remember, one image of oneself should be greater than reality. I gotta go do stuff in real life. One, go pick up my son. You know, gotta go pick up my son. Hey, look, just think about it like this. Think about it like this. All y'all lies, all of y'all lies, and still y'all don't want to admit the truth. And y'all just keep trolling and lying, trolling and lying. What's not fair on Golden? For them to go over to her page? Yes, it is. It'll bring traction to her page. You know, if they typing in the comment section and stuff like that, it'll bring interaction to her page. You know, so yeah, it's just bringing people to her page. You know, sending people to her page. So what if they typing the stuff that she might not want to hear? They're typing, kind of like they doing in here. I don't care that they typing as long as they typing. It's still giving interaction to the page. You know what I'm saying?